السلام عليكم. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. ده هلا certificate awarded to young beneficiary entrepreneurial training. International scene trade of blocks swarming in the region this month. That was the headlines, and now welcome to the national news. The Republic of Djibouti welcomed the Gulf Cooperation Council GCC summit to pay held this Tuesday and reiterated its conviction that this summit will contribute to meet the main challenge on the agenda in this part of the world. Therefore, our country also welcomes the momentum of detente and harmony in which this summit is unfolding, and takes the opportunity to pay tribute to the policy of wisdom and effort to restore understanding and unite within the council. By the way, Djibouti also expressed its warm congratulations on its deep attachment of today, highlighting the leadership of the Brotherly Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the invaluable support it is constantly gives to pay affirmation of the value of solidarity and fraternity for the peoples of the region. Then we also commented the clear will of the state of Qatar and the other GCC member country within the framework of this summit to restore the efficiency, cohesion and organization, which is indispensable prerequisite for the pursuit of establishment and regional integration process. That is to say, there is no doubt that the restoration of cohesion within the Gulf Cooperation Council will have a positive repercussion for all the countries of the Arab and Muslim world. The President of the National Assembly, His Excellency Mohammed Ali Hamad, received in audience on Monday, January 5, 2021, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Morocco to the Republic of Djibouti, the Honorable Hazel Al-Waiti Hamadi. Furthermore, the meeting took place in the honorary seat of the Parliament and the presence of the Director of Cabinet Idris Mohammed Ahmed. After the customary greeting, Ambassador Hazel conveyed to President Hamad his best wishes for this new year, and then gave him a general overview of the cooperation ties that unite the two brother nations. The purpose of this visit is, among other things, to promote friendly relations between the legislative institutions of two countries, and also to convey the message of Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Habib Al-Maliki. The Ambassador also informed the President Hamad of the related situation the southern Morocco, which has been described in the recent months due to the activity of the Polisario Front. The issues of the territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Morocco is the property of the diplomacy. The taking the floor in the term President National Assembly of the Republic of Djibouti, current Chairman of African Parliamentary Union, Mohammed, Ambassador for his greeting at the end of the meeting, Mr. Mohammed Ali Hamad, and his host proceeded to an exchange of gifts. The President of the Assembly, His Excellency Mohammed Ali Hamad, designated Vice President of International Congress of Parliamentarians at the signing of the Memorandum of Accession to institutions which bring together the Parliament of many countries of the world. During his mission to Pakistan at the invitation of the President of the Senate, it was this event that the President of the National Assembly accepted the invitation of the President of the Senate of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, who wanted to get closer the parliamentarian of Djibouti. The two parties exchange views on many common values and ways to bring the two nations closer together through parliamentarian diplomacy, like the Interparliamentarian Union take, which is to federate all the parliamentarians without any distinction whatsoever, and to become a reference point by taking the fundamental principles that serve as indicators in the classification of our modern society, namely climate change and food security, human rights, interreligious harmony, trade, investment and development cooperation, and finally, quality control and human development, election observation. By taking note on mission, the objective of the APC International Parliamentary Congress, the Djiboutian delegation, to testify the importance of respecting the principle defined by the Charter, which was consistent with the foundation supported by the Republic of Djibouti. It was also the signing of the memorandum of action that President of the National Assembly, His Excellency Mohammed Ali Hamid, was awarded the title of Vice President of the International Congress of Parliamentarians. As a part of the entrepreneurship project for the Djibouti Agency, Social Development and the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurship have proceeded this morning as a presentation of certificate to the young entrepreneur in the town of Palaos who have benefited from training entrepreneurship. The ceremony of handing over the certificate take place in the presence of the Director Diki Ubaha Ahmed Malo, were present the representative of the Coming of Bulaos as well as the project director of the Secretary of Youth Sport, Mr. Mohammed Ismail. A private presentation was made by the project manager of the Forge, Abdul Fateh Mohammed, on the process of training on the entrepreneurship. The main objective of this project is to improve accessibility of young people and women to opportunity for income creation and implement through training, financial support and local support for the implementation and sustainability of their income generating activity. In a speech delivered on this occasion, the General Director of the Anglais Center, Ubah Ahmed Malo, first of all, she wishes all the beneficiaries of this project a Happy New Year 2021. She went on to emphasize that within the framework on the Forge project, it will be a question for all future participants to propose a set awareness and training modalities in order to integrate the project line with the needs of the coming of Finally, she recalled that the Center for Entrepreneurship and Leadership aims to support project literacy and local authority in development and emergency of sustainable socialization. The Minister of Environment organized this morning a workshop to raise awareness and establish the management framework for the Douda and Nature Reserve. The workshop saw the participation of local administrative officials of the Environment Officer, whose Environment Director, Mr. Hussein, will involve representatives of civil society association and aim at implementing the participatory management framework of the Douda and Nature Reserve. Therefore, during the 2 days discussion will be engaged between the participants with exchanges and sharing of experience for effective management of natural reserve of Douda, which was registered in February 2014 by a presidential decree. With a surface area for 818 hectares, there is indeed to allow the conservation of wild animals, the restoration of animal species that have disappeared from the country, as well as preservation of the mangrove forest. The 2-day discussion platform of Douda will allow the different actors, head sector department, local authority, population of neighboring village, and social economic to consult on management of Douda Reserve, according to the Director of the Environment, Mr. Hussein Rirash. The objective is the establishment of framework for the participatory management of Douda Nature Reserve and possibility of mobilizing funding with the development partners. A summer for distribution, clothing and sport wear in the underprivileged and orphan children was held yesterday morning at the Regional Council Likil. The NGO East African Association was founded in 2000 and registered as a charity and charitable organization in the United Kingdom. It works for between the mainly East African community based in London and globally in East Africa. Finally, they made a point taking very warmly the Regional Council of Dikil, and particularly its President Abdurrahman Yunis Are, who accompanied them for the concretization monitoring of this action on the ground through this listening availability and his available contribution, but also the representative of the prefect, in this case Mr. Fuad Abubakar, second deputy prefect of the region of the Kil. Within the framework of the anti-smuggling action, the national policy of Ali Sabi and with collaboration element, this council have intercepted the important quantity of smuggling they got at the border of Galilee. The smuggler wanted to bring this important 2,000 kilogram of gat of quantity to the city of Ali Sabi. The fight against smuggling has been strengthening in the Ali Sabi region, particularly in the sector of the rural border town of Galilee and all the border area of this region in the southeast of the country. Hence, according to the standard procedure enforced, the quantity was destroyed on the spot, and present of the head Ali Sabi Dirjan Brigade, Mr. Muhammad Mumin Hassan, at the end the Director General of the Customs, Mr. Guled Ahmed, and the Prefect of Ali Sabi region, Mr. Musa. Firstly, congratulate all the elements who took part in this operation to fight against smuggling. High personality from Embassy of Djibouti in Morocco and representative of the ambassador, namely Commissioner Colonel Major Mohamed Ibrahim Musa, the national team received the Djibouti national team 17 who stayed Rabat, capital of Morocco, from December 25 to January 2021. The Shark of the Red Sea during his stay in Morocco have participated in friendly match against Moroccan team and have enjoyed strengthening the capacity of players. The internship blocks in Morocco came after the participation of a CECAFA tournament which takes place in December 2020. Indeed, the meeting of the delegation of the ambassador of Morocco and national team 17 saw the participation of President of the Djibouti Federation, Mr. Suleiman Hassan Wabri. In the respective intervention, the two representatives of the challenger of Djibouti in Morocco did not came on standing their sincere congratulations to the young players 17 of good performance achieved at the tournament in Rwanda. We are delighted to say together of this good source arriving in semi-finals and general, regional or continental tournament for the first time in the story of national soccer. And now moving on to the international news, the Food Agriculture Organization of United Nations warned that the new locust swarm are expected to spread in January in southern Ethiopia and parts of Kenya. According to the FAO, many emerging swarms have formed in southern Ethiopia and central Somalia before moving southward through the southern Ethiopia to reach northern Kenya on 21 December. That's it for this edition. Thanks for your attention. Very wonderful afternoon. Evening.